She didn't just want dinner, she wanted a full tank too. The surprising exchange played out during a light-hearted moment on Fox and Friends. The show airs out of New York. Ainsley Earhardt and Lawrence Jones, who were joined by co-hosts Brian Kilmeade and Carly Shimkus, shared laughs and awkward glances as they opened up about real-life dating fails. It all started with Earhardt teasing Jones about how he tends to overshare. "Lawrence shares a lot about his dating life," she said with a grin. Jones jumped in to clarify. "Yeah, but I share with you off the record, right? And you have managed to tell maybe 3 or 4 stories of my exes on air," he said. He added that some of his exes weren't thrilled about that. "I get complaints," he said. "Because they go, people take clips of this and they go, really?" Earhardt, who is engaged to fellow Fox News star Sean Hannity, admitted she knew one particular story she wanted Jones to share. He went on a date with a woman who ordered like 5 million appetizers and asked Jones to pay for her gas after the date. "She would go on this date and she claims to be so independent," Jones began. "She orders 4 appetizers on a date, and she's wasteful. She doesn't even eat it all." 2 negatives, Kilmeade responded. "And you know, I just thought after she said all of this stuff about being independent, I always take the bill, but I wanted to see her reach for it," Jones added. "But things only went downhill from there." "She didn't," he said. "But it got worse, didn't it?" Kilmeade asked. Jones said the woman asked for more than just dinner. "She goes, 'You know, my car is on,'" he recalled. "I said, 'Okay, I'll follow you to the gas station,' and she wanted me to fill her up." Earhardt couldn't believe it. She said, "You get out and pump it and pay for it?" "That's right," Jones confirmed. When asked if he did it, Jones said, "No, I didn't. I pumped it, but I wasn't paying for that." The hosts then joked that the woman might be listening. "In fact, we got her on the line right now," Kilmeade said playfully. "Oh my gosh, that was me," Earhardt joked, impersonating her. "That is the worst date ever," she added, laughing. The moment quickly shifted to a more serious segment, but the dating horror story left a mark. Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Morning Truths with Ainsley Earhardt and Lawrence Jones, live, unfiltered, and deeply human. That's right, Ainsley. We've got a special segment today, Dating Disasters Live. We're opening the phone lines so you can share the horror stories that make your stomach drop and your heart race. We've all been there. Maybe you're on a nice dinner date, thinking it's going great, when suddenly, disaster strikes. And today, our listeners are ready to spill. And we're not just here to laugh, we want to hear, reflect, and maybe even learn. So let's kick it off. Producer Megan, take it away. Hi Ainsley, hi Lawrence. Thanks for taking my call. So, this one time, I went on a date with this guy I met online. He invited me to his house for dinner. Sounds innocent enough. What happened? Long story short, I get there and everything is fine. We have dinner, we talk. And then I realized, he still lived with his ex. The ex was in the house. Watching us. What? That's intense. I'm sorry, Emily. That's uncomfortable. Did you stay? Barely. I made an excuse, grabbed my stuff, and left. Fast. Healthy instinct. There's no middle ground when an ex lurks at your romantic dinner. Thanks for sharing. Lesson: watch out for roommates. Some things just shouldn't come packaged together. Hey guys. My horror story starts with a girl I met at a charity event. She said she loved cats, so does my cat, Stripe. We thought it would be cute, she meets Stripe. But when she walked in, Stripe loved her. She freaked out. Screams. Throws the cat it missed, but the cat freaks out, runs off. She chased him around screaming, "I don't do animals." She literally threw your cat. Yeah, dude. Eventually she left, and Stripe hasn't trusted anyone new since. Girl, bye. That is an immediate red flag. If you're cat allergic, that's one thing. But throwing, no. Seriously, Jason, thanks for sharing. Hey Ainsley and Lawrence. So my date invites me to a renowned sushi place. I'm not a big fan of raw fish, but I go along. But he orders everything raw. Tuna, salmon, eel, oysters, and he forces me to try. I gagged, spit it out, in his lap. He's horrified. Calls the waiter, just bring me regular rolls. I saw his face, total disgust. We never spoke again. Girl, that's one of those universal horror moments. Trying to be P******olite and then, disaster. Ainsley, you've got one for the books, rampant karaoke, right? Okay, fair. Picture this, I'm on a third date with someone I really liked. He invited me out with his friend group, cool, fun, normal. We end at a karaoke bar. He took the mic and ran off. I ended the song with half the verse, hugging the mic solo. Crickets. The audience clapped P***olitely out of pity. Oh, that hurts. I volunteered at the end for one song. Went home solo. Lesson, if someone bails in karaoke, maybe they're not reliable. What's up, guys? So this girl I was seeing seemed great, funny, smart. Date ends, I go home. At midnight, I get this text. I can't stop thinking about you. Come over now. Sounds promising. So I drive over. She opens the door, messy hair, red eyes. Please help me, she says, dragging me inside. Oh dear. She starts crying, telling me her cat died, she's heartbroken. She sobs on the couch for hours, and I just sat there, awkward watch. No tissues. No empathy for me. I left at 4 a.m. exhausted, without a word. You deserve a medal for patience, Tony. But that's not a date. That's therapy. Boundaries. People. Hi. I once went on a date at a fancy rooftop bar. We sit down. Waiter dims everything. Literally, pitch black. He lights a single candle on the table. That's romantic texture. But then he breaks the candle, makes off with the wick. We're left with a stub. Almost dark. He keeps talking, but I can't see him. Or drink. I feel duped. That's next level weird. He finally gets a new candle. We talk an hour, pay, and leave. Turns out he's blind, and didn't tell me. Wow. Monica, that's not dating, he outright withheld a basic fact. You deserved the truth. These stories, they're wild. But you see threads, misrepresentation, bizarre behavior, lack of honesty. Absolutely. Whether it's a roommate surprise, cat chaos, karaoke bailouts, or emotional dumping, we've got relationship red flags. We've got a fun game, spot the red flag. We'll walk through short scenarios. You help us call the red flag and whether you'd follow it. A guy arrives 2 hours late, says he lost track of time. He doesn't apologize, just dives into the date like nothing happened. Red flag, no accountability. Would you walk? She's charming, but when you mention your favorite hobby, she says, oh, I hate that. Every time. She just opposes everything you say. That's gaslighting negativity. Big red flag. On a first date, they take your phone, open your messages for fun. Hey guys, this is about ghosting. I met someone amazing. We had chemistry. 3 dates in, I go home, no calls, no texts, zilch. This goes on a week, so I text, hey, is everything okay? No reply. A few days later, I text again, still nothing. I accept it, say, alright, take care. But then, 2 months later, I'm at a friend's wedding. I walk into the reception, and there she is. Smiling at me from across the hall. We never spoke. I ended up leaving early. You made the right call, ghosting then avoidance. Major red flag. Here's what I've learned. If you live with an ex or avoid a personal fact, like blindness, be upfront. A hurting heart isn't dating material. Owning mistakes is basic decency. If they're mad about you having a cat, tell you hate everything you love, you're being act, not connected. If they bail on karaoke or literally walk off stage, it reflects their reliability. Mood swings and sudden emotional drama. That's not a lifelong partner you're vetting, it's a project. Trust and respect show in little gestures like the candle, the apology, the listening. If you don't feel it, walk. Let's reset the mood. Caller 7, feel-good success story incoming. Hey y'all. I was ghosted once, felt awful. But a month later, I matched with someone totally different. Good start. He lived 2 hours away, but he'd pick me up on weekends and drive me into the city just to spend the day. No pressure. No drama. We've been together a year now. That's beautiful. It's the small things, calls, check-ins, cat video shares. Nothing dramatic. Just consistent love. That's what it's all about. Dating is messy. It's full of missteps, odd surprises, boundary tests. But the right story, like Hannah's, shows connection doesn't need production, it needs presence. If you've got a horror story or an uplifting surprise like Hannah's, we're here. Because your story matters. And so do you. That's a wrap for Dating Disasters Live. Thank you to our callers brave enough to share and to everyone listening. Stay curious, protect your lines, and remember, consent, communication, and courtesy should always be your date night date. See you tomorrow morning, friends.